Hi, everybody. Good day. So, I was watching a video of the Perrys. Hold on. I apologize. Let me get y'all back right. Okay, I was watching a video of the Perrys, and it's called Fighting Temptation with Spiritual Warfare. Really great video. I'm going to just let this ad play because you can't pause the ad anyway.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Liz.
Buy solar panels if you
Not another ad.
It's the worst decision.
Okay.
And what I'm learning is, I think when we think about spiritual,
Okay, finally. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just start it from this point. Hi, loves. Good day. So I was watching a video. It's called "Fighting Temptation with Spiritual Warfare," and it's by the Perrys, Preston and Jackie Perry. And when I was watching it, there was one part that they were talking about, and I think it was Preston who said it. I really don't remember. I know I literally am in the middle of watching this, but yeah. Anyway, one of them said that they were, oh no, I think it was Jackie. But one of them, well, Jackie said that the way she fights sexual temptation is the same way she has to fight temptation of shame. And you should watch it yourself. She goes into the whole spiel of how she even received a spirit of shame. Like, it was so innocent. It wasn't something that she had purposely set out to do. And then she had to realize it was demonic. She had to realize it was, to me, low vibrational. And that got me thinking about myself. Because I will fight sexual temptation no problem. Like, at this point, a guy bats his eyelashes at me and I'm like, yeah, hello, you are cute. Okay, out the way. Gotta keep going. But then, like, somebody will get a cheeseburger and I know it don't seem like it's the same. But when you look at the definition of sin, the definition of sin is to create space or distance between you and God. That is the definition of sin. So if a cheeseburger can create distance between me and God, especially because I specifically do not eat meat because I don't want to harm any of the creatures that God created, and I don't want to partake in their harm. I know I personally didn't go out there and hunt them and kill them or raise them to get slaughtered. But because I personally have decided I love all of God's creations and I want to honor them and make them, their lives, as important as mine, because they are. We see them as food, but they're truly not. They're not food. They're not for consumption, not for our consumption. Something we never created. And you could say, well, I raised that pig, so I created it. No, you did not. It was God who gave that pig, the mother of that pig, the ability to be able to conceive. It was God who crafted that being within that pig's belly. Do they hold them in their bellies? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, God did all of that work just so that you could take their child and go and put them on your dinner plate. So it's like, when I think about that, and mind you, I have not eaten meat in a very long time. So I'm not saying that that's a temptation. It is. It's a big temptation. I love certain foods and I miss them tremendously. I'm trying to work out how to substitute them. But overall, I just feel like I am really hard on myself. And I'll be like, you don't need to be eating nothing but fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, that's super unrealistic, love. Do you know how expensive it is to eat fresh, organic fruits and vegetables? And I'm a big body gal, and I don't mind that. I'm working on health. I'm not working on fit. I'm working on health. So because of that, I would have to eat at least 2,000 to 1,500 calories worth of fruits and vegetables a day in order to maintain myself at my weight. In order to lose, I will have to go down to like 1,800 calories. I don't know if y'all know, but fruits and vegetables are not calorie dense. So that means I would literally, like you see all those people, oh, I'm high raw, vegan. If you look, they're eating those foods in such great quantities. And a lot of them don't live in the same areas I live in. I live in the northern part of the U.S. I can't grow certain things here. Not only can I not grow certain things here, but my specific circumstance, I can only grow so much. So I can't grow enough in this particular environment right now, because I'm not claiming that of myself. I know that eventually I will be able to grow my own food. It's just what it has to be. But right now, where I'm at in this circumstance, I can't eat like those people. And then there's a part of me that says, if you could, would you? And I can't say yes. I cannot 100% say yes. I like my foods cooked. I enjoy cooking. I cannot cook a raw diet because it is raw. So I don't know if I would or wouldn't. Right now, I don't even have to worry about it because in this place that I'm in right now, I can't grow everything. And it would cost realistically around maybe $350 a week in order to eat like that and be satisfied. Because I've done it before. I've done all raw I think I did it for a week and a half. Before I was just like, I don't have enough energy for this. I do not have enough energy. And then another thing is specifically for my body, hormonally, it does not make sense to eat a whole bunch of fruit for me. Fruit is very high in sugar. Sugar means that the glycemic index rises, and I've been working really hard on getting rid of my insulin resistance, because insulin resistance can lead to so many other things. The first thing that comes to everybody's mind is diabetes, but it's not just about diabetes. For me, it's about fertility. It's about protecting my womb. And because I see, the signs of PCOS, because I have the hair, I know that I have to really, focus on my womb and focus on making sure that my body is healthy. So fruits won't do that for me. They actually counterproduct everything that I'm trying to do. So it's like, I know I'm all over the place, but let me rein it all in for you. What I'm saying is, the temptation that I face to eat certain foods that I know are not good for me, that I know would cause discouragement for me, that would cause me to dip into lower vibrations, whether that's because the food itself is a low vibrational food, like junk food, because I went ham yesterday and I got some pizza in the fridge and I'm like, should I eat it? I don't know. But whether it's because the food is low vibrational or because of the way that I feel about me eating the food is low vibrational, that is still bringing a distance between me and God, because God is not of low vibrations, obviously. God is God. Like God. So no. So now I have this new thought, like, the temptations that you face, don't categorize them anymore. Like, I apologize. But my mind be saying some stuff. Like, I remember, I don't know where we were at. I just had the thought. It wasn't even a temptation because I feel like you have to be tempted in order for it to be a temptation. It was truly just a thought that came in and I immediately dismissed it. But I had a thought to like, I think I just wanted to tip something over or something, like a really destructive thought just came into my mind, like you should just throw that table over, like out of nowhere. I wasn't upset, I wasn't sad, I wasn't angry. It was just like literally it would be funny because my sense of humor is wild. So I was like, clearly that's not something we should do. Like that's how it has to be when I'm like, I just want to enjoy myself. I think I'm gonna go to the gas station and just get a whole bunch of junk food that I know I don't need to be eating. Like, okay, you totally have that right, free will. But is it not bringing you farther from God? So is it not sin? And if it is sin, then shouldn't you be trying to resist it and push the temptation away from you? Why are you sitting up here entertaining this thought in your head? Because if it was something like, oh, I should get down on them, I would immediately shut it down. No questions asked. But when it comes to temptation of food, because I feel like it is not egregious enough to God, all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to go to the gas station. No. And I mean, that's not to say I'm going to be perfect and I'm going to eat perfect foods or anything like that. It's just to say that now that this thought has formed in my head and I've had this revelation when it comes towards how I perceive temptation of food versus how I perceive temptation to curse somebody out, or how I perceive temptations to lie, which that's not a temptation of mine. But I'm just saying, now that I see it in this light, let this new way of thinking guide me so that it's no longer a temptation that I don't even resist. Because I do resist. I do resist when it comes to food. Because there's certain foods that I just won't eat. I don't eat meat. I don't eat eggs. It's creatures. So I'm not going to eat them. But that's as far as it goes. It's like, I know that I would be sinning against God because I am eating something that is of God, that is not for my consumption. So it's concrete, no. But then when it comes to certain things like, I don't know, junk food, vegan junk food. Oh my goodness. Vegan junk food hit, y'all. It hit so good. But then I'm like, your body and what you're trying to do for your body. And that's not to say to be perfect. And that this part is really for me. It's not to say to be perfect. Because in the circumstances, you have to, don't compare your circumstances to other people's. Like I said about earlier, about how raw vegans and how they live their life. They're picking their food off the trees, out of the ground, off the bush. And I live in a place where that is just not a reality right now. So I can't compare our lifestyles or what we eat, because what would cost me $350 a week cost them nothing. And I know for a fact it costs them nothing depending on where you live, because in Jamaica specifically, if you pick something off of somebody's tree, ain't nobody batting an eye, like nobody cares. And the reason for that is because, one, it's so bountiful there. It's so bountiful. Why would I trip over you going and picking 3-4 oranges when I have a whole row of trees? I don't care. I don't care. And the same thing, goes for everything else there. So it's different. And so because of that, I can't expect perfection from myself. Even through God, I can't expect perfection from myself, because God will give me the strength to say, okay, well, that's not a wise decision, but instead what I can do is. And that's what I try to do a lot. I really want I'm trying to think of something. Like, it's blanking, but I really want something sweet right now. I want something sweet. I want something baked. I want something delicious. Okay, so I could go get some cake. I could go get some ice cream. That would probably be delicious in its own way. Or I'm gonna get this trail mix. And I know somebody's like, trail mix is terrible for you. No! It's better than eating some cake, ain't it? Okay. So there we go. I'm gonna go get that trail mix because I gotta get this sugar craver off of me. And the thing about me is mentally it'll stress me out. Like, I will literally have it in my mind like, I need something sweet. I need something sweet. I need something sweet. And it'll just stay there. And I'll be doing stuff. Like, I'll be working and it'll just pop up every 5-10 minutes. Some sweet. And it's like, instead of going through that, because that to me is mentally exhausting, I'll just go get the trail mix. Eat some of the trail mix. Throw the rest out. That's something that I've been doing too. I will get something that's bad for me. Like the other day, I got some chocolate covered almonds. Demolished. But I didn't eat the whole bag. So what I didn't eat, I threw it away. Because I know me. That temptation is no longer even in my mind, but because it's around, I'm going to pursue it. So now I have to throw you in the garbage because I know one thing about me. As much as I will go back to something, once it touch that garbage can, it's wraps. I don't care how delicious it was. It could still be in its package. And I'm only saying that because I know some people who don't do that, who will be like, yeah, but it was wrapped. That ain't me. Once it hit the garbage can, it's done. I don't know what else is in that garbage can. I just can't. So, yeah. All in all, I'm wrapping this up because it's going on 20 minutes. And this was supposed to be for TikTok. And obviously, this is going on Facebook now. Because, duh. Where else can I put this? I might put this on YouTube, too. But, yeah. I just feel like we, as people who are striving to do good and striving to be good, and I say we people because I don't believe in one, I'm not talking to one religion right now. I know that I was watching Christians, but I'm not talking to just Christians right now. I'm talking to anyone who believes in God, who serves God, who has some type of structure of themselves in order to be pleasing to God. We have to really look at what pulls us away from God. And then that's what we resist. Whether it is food, whether it is sex, whether it is money, whether it is jealousy, pride, envy, whatever it is, if it pulls you away from being able to feel the presence of God, from being able to truly just feel at one with God, because we are God and God is us because God created us. I'm about to cry. Oh, I apologize. Well, no, I don't. I can cry if I want to. The point is, if it pulls you away from God, that is something to be avoided. Because that thing doesn't necessarily have to be sin in order to be sin. Anything that has distance between you and God is sin. Therefore, take the time to really get in your mind, equate it with sin, or whatever your definition, because some people, they don't think sin, they think unrighteousness, or they think not holy, like whatever. Equate whatever it is that's pulling you away from God to that, and then it'll be easier for you to say, I'm not going to do that. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a fantastic and amazing and beautiful day. Remember, it is up to you, nobody else.